guys, welcome back to Performance Toyota. It's me, Hillary, and I just wanted to let you guys know that today I ended up getting a Highlander for you guys. Not just any one though, it is a 2023 XSC all-wheel drive trim. Now, with that being said, this year is going to be the first year that the Highlander now has a four-cylinder turbo in it. So let's get more in detail. So getting underneath the hood, so to be able to do that, remember, just like most of the SUVs in Toyota, the latch is going to be on your left side, just underneath, right beside where either the gas button is, and then it opens up your hood. The latch is gonna be right over here, somewhat in the middle where your emblem is, and then kind of just pull her up, do the little dance with the stick, and again, right up there, okay? So the latch is gonna be right in here. Don't look for anything over here because again, that's gonna be where your headlight is. So all your plastic is over here. This is exactly how your engine is gonna look in the new Highlander. So this one gives you about 264 horsepower. It is an 8-speed automatic transmission, and with that being said, again, the first year that the Highlander has a 4-cylinder turbo in it. So this is definitely going to be one for the books. If you have a Highlander already or the new Highlander already with the turbo in it and you've been driving it for a while, I personally have not just yet. I probably did a little bit of a lap, not actually got on the highway with it, but I'm actually curious to know what you guys think with the new turbo inside this Highlander. So coming to the front of our famous Highlander, the one thing that I like to point out is when it comes to the front of the vehicle, it does have these 3 kind of dips on the hood, which makes it more of that sleek design and gives it more of that sharp look and putting it all to the center of this kind of glossy black heritage grille. Or at least that's what it reminds me of. And it honestly looks really nice together, especially in this magnetic gray color. After that, you do come to the bottom, which again gives you that black trim, kind of the strips on the side are going all the way around. And then you get your LED fog lights on the bottom, as well as inside your headlights. Now, when it comes to the front bumper, you do also get this gloss black trim, which is actually a working vent. So there is one here and one on the other side. And then coming to the bottom, you do end up getting just this nice silver chrome trim, which honestly with the matte gray is not too bad. And then it matches really nice with the black. So putting all that together does end up giving it that really nice, rugged, yet not too much though, still really classy. And I personally really love it. It looks great on, especially with the magnetic gray or with my favorite color, the blueprint. If you've ever seen that one, I definitely love it in that color as well. Now coming over to the side of the vehicle, when it comes to the side, the wheel wells are gonna be quite wide because with this one, especially with this trim, you do get your 20-inch wheels. So these wheels do come with the black unique alloy wheels and the alloy rims, sorry. And then with the black trim around the wheel wells as well. Again, bringing in all of this black trim and kind of putting it towards the side of the vehicle to give it more of that slim yet rugged style and pulls it all together into this very lengthy SUV. So it is a 3-row SUV. With that being said, going towards even around the wheel wells, it does kind of have like a dip to the side and going around it to give it more of that lengthy but sleek look, to be honest. And again, it giving you also your window over here and your rear spoiler. Now with the Highlander XSC or the Highlander in general, you do also get, you don't get your roof racks, but it is optional. With this one, you can get your crossbars for the roof rack, which is really nice, especially if you go on bike rides, if you go hiking or anything like that, which is also really nice, so that's very handy. So just to kind of match up with the unique sport grille on the front of the Highlander in that glossy black, as well as your alloy wheels, You do also get that glossy black cap on the mirrors as well with your turn signal, which is very nice. Again, the black with the gray and the silver looks very, very sharp, and I definitely really love that. Now, when it comes to the Highlander, the length of this SUV is about 197 inches with about 68 inches in height and about 76 to 77 inches in width. So this is definitely a lengthy and heavy SUV, but considering the fact that it's a heavy and lengthy, when you drive it, it's not too bad. It's actually nice and smooth and you don't feel like you're in a huge machine. So that is something I love the fact about Toyota, that they, even though it gives you more space and more length, and of course, when it comes to a third row seat, just being able to put more people in there, especially when you're going out driving or having a road trip, you are able to still have a comfortable ride. So let's come to the back of the vehicle to be able to look at cargo capacity and everything there. So coming to the back of the vehicle, the one thing I do definitely love about this vehicle, especially with the Highlander, is the very nice sporty look that it does come with. So the rear spoiler with your LED third brake light is also right here at the top, as well as your shark fin antenna. It does end up coming with your rear window wiper, which is nice. Now this one specifically does come with your blackout badges, which I think is a very nice touch. I love the blackout badges because it just accentuates everything with this trim, especially with the colors put together. Now, this is extra. It is an accessory that Toyota offers, so it doesn't actually come with the vehicle, but is definitely a nice touch. The original from the manufacturer is going to be your chrome emblems, just like all your other vehicles. Now, keep that in mind when it comes to all your vehicles, and when it comes to this XSC trim, it does also come with the power tailgate. So with this one having that power tailgate, it is a very convenient feature to have, especially when you're out grocery shopping. You know, we all like to have those one-trip things and kind of just put everything in there. So this is definitely very nice. Now with the XSC, you do end up getting your tonneau cover, and you do end up getting also your cargo net, which is very nice. The cargo liner, I believe, is extra. Quote me if I'm wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure it is. Now, this is what your cargo capacity is going to be like with all the seats up. So you do have about 16 cubic feet or so when it comes to the cargo capacity, and you do have about 5,000 pounds of towing capacity on this bad boy as well, okay? Now, when it comes to the seats, this one right now is all the way up, sorry. If you do want to put them down, there's literally just a lever here, and then there's a strap that you kind of just pull, and it goes right down. So that gives you more of that space in case you do need it, in case you have more things to put in there. You know, some of us like to go at IKEA a lot. I know I definitely do, but that gives you more of that space. So that is definitely nice to have. Now let's take a look at what it looks like inside the vehicle and how much space there is, because now that it has that third row, now that's where we're gonna be more in detail of space and how many people or even kids can actually fit in this amazing SUV. All right guys, so I am now in the third row of the Highlander. So do I look a little cramped? I'm not gonna lie, a little bit I do, and I'm about 5'1" and a half, haha. But just to let you guys know, this is exactly what it's gonna look like. So if you're obviously a lot taller than I am and you have longer legs, you're probably gonna be a lot more comfortable in the front. Now if you have shorter friends or kids / toddlers, they would 100% be okay here and still have that room. You do get your 2 cup holders here as well as on the other side. So there is that. Now with the squares that are here, this is actually for your tonneau cover when these seats are down. So just to let you guys know, that's where that goes. But other than that, I mean, comfortability wise, if you're kids, amazing. Now, if you're taller than me, probably not a good idea. If you're my height, then you know what, we're not too bad. After a long ride, obviously we might have to stretch our legs a little bit, but this is kind of what it's gonna look like. Now, these ones don't go any farther back, in case you guys have that question. This is exactly what it looks like. So just to guys give you that more realistic version of what the third row looks like, and kind of just a sneak peek, if you guys haven't already, to look at my auto show video on the Grand Highlander. That one now has a longer third row and more spacious. Obviously, we don't know when it's coming out or when it's going to be coming into our dealerships, but hopefully soon. All right, guys, so coming inside the vehicle, so this is what it's going to look like with your seat up, with one of them down. So this one does have the captain chairs in it, with your soft tech seat, kind of like, again, that pleather feel with that more of the fabric insert in the middle. So this is definitely very nice. Now, of course, when it comes to the summer, it does get hot, but because this one is the XSE trim, it does come with your climate control. So at least that way, when you do end up remote starting your vehicle, you can have that going, especially in those hot summer days, or even in the winter time, right? You guys can have the heat on. So you do have that, and the controls are right here for you, as well as your USB ports that are down there. Now, with that being said, the back of the vehicle, as I just kind of step up here, the back of the vehicle is what it's gonna look like with all seats down. So this is exactly what it's gonna look with them flat. Now, because of that cargo liner is there, it does look a lot more spacious, and being able to actually put stuff on there without anything being too bumpy or just kind of having more of that flat surface, which is really nice. Now with that, I'll show you just how to do that. So with the captain's chairs, this is exactly what it's gonna look like. And you do have this space here that comes with your cup holders. So make sure that whenever you are gonna be putting people either in the back or coming through here, you do have something in the middle that's probably gonna either stop you or just be careful of. Now, when you do end up putting people inside, just make sure you do have a latch on the top of the vehicle, or of the seat, sorry. And then you also do have two latches on the bottom. So one is to actually bring it forward, and the other one is to actually bring the seat all the way down. So just keep that in mind when you're actually trying to maneuver these seats, because I know my first time I had a hard time doing it. So just to kind of show you guys, we'll have this one here. So that one is just like that. So that's literally just to be able to bring it forward, bring it back, and then there's one that's like over here, and down she goes, okay? So just kind of a 1, 2, 3 type of maneuver. So not too bad. With the lower trim levels, so I believe it's your LE and your XLE, you get the bench. So you do still have that option. Don't forget that, because it's not like you can only get the captain's chairs. In case you do need that extra seat for it to be an 8 passenger instead of a 7, you can go to either your LE or your XLE, which gives you that bench option. So there is that in case for, you know, people that have either larger families, one more person, anything like that. But comfortability wise, I definitely love it. It's actually really nice, especially with that bigger vehicle. You do have pockets here, as well as over here in case you ever need more of that extra storage space. And then again, with the trim of this vehicle, everything does have the black kind of rubber texture to it. And with the Highlander as well, you do also get your screen, which is nice. So not too bad. I love the fact they ended up keeping this on the Highlander, because this is really nice. Now let's go to the front. All right guys, so coming to the front of the vehicle, I honestly personally love this. This looks absolutely amazing, very sporty, very elegant, very nice, and even not too in your face, but very simple as well. So the one thing that I will say, you do get your 8-inch screen, and all of this is now very flush, and it just goes very well, and it flows right into even your wireless charger that's over here. You have your storage over there. We kind of have like this carbon fiber pattern all around it, as well as on the trim on your dash. And it does come over here around the vents as well as inside here. And with the black and silver trim to literally match the outside of the car as well as the inside, it looks very, very nice. Your steering wheel as well, it kind of has that Lexus feel. So that is definitely very nice. Now again, 8-inch screen, you do get your Toyota connected services with this one, your remote start, all your Toyota app features, as well as your safety features like your blind spot monitor, your heated windows are over here. You do also get your rear cross traffic alert as well. So So you do definitely get all of those within this vehicle, specifically this trim. Now, when it comes to anything here, you do end up getting your, I believe it's a 7-inch infotainment screen right over here that shows you anything to do with your vehicle, all your messages, your radar cruise control, when you want to even turn off any of the safety features, anything like that. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto is obviously in this vehicle as well. Now, when it comes to here, your knobs as well are nice with like that black finish, as well as the silver chrome around it, as well as with the buttons to kind of match all of that. So this is definitely a very nice touch. Now, especially if you have kids in the back, where you put your sunglasses, there is gonna be that mirror. So then that way you can see what the kids are doing, who or anybody that's doing right in the back. So that is definitely a nice touch. If I actually can close it, there you go. And then you do also get your sunroof as well, which is nice. And then again, your SOS button, which is part of those Toyota Connected Services as well. Again, ask your product advisor if you haven't already have registered your vehicle. Make sure you do so, because it's very, very neat to have and very convenient, because everything is right there for you. You do end up getting your lights over here, as well as whenever the doors are open. Your mirrors are over here. It does have a light for you in case of anything at all, and your speakers. Your speakers in this one does have, I believe, 9 speakers. So you do get them on your doors, in the back, as well as your third row, and in the trunk space as well. So, and now when it comes to your charging ports, you do get your USB, but then you also get your Type-Cs here, as well as inside here. And then again, your kind of, I guess, cigarette lighter ones, right, are still in here as well. Cup holders, your leather wrap shift knob, and you do get a heated steering wheel as well in this one. Automatic high beams, your power tail liftgate is here. Now with this one, it does come with the automatic shut off whenever you brake and it shuts off, or whenever you're at a red light or anything, but there is a button to turn that off in case you don't really like it. So there is that. Rain sensing wipers is in this trim level as well. Now what you do also get your sport mode, your normal, your eco mode. Fuel efficiency wise, you do have about 11.8 liters per 100 kilometers with this specific vehicle. Considering it's a pretty big vehicle and it's pretty heavy, that's not too bad. You do also end up getting your traction control here, your snow in case, of course, it's slippery or icy out. And then if you're on a parking on an incline, the buttons are just right over here for you. As well as your mud and slide, rock and dirt, in case, you know, one of those off-roads that you are going between the you know, side roads, country roads, anything like that. In case of anything at all, those are there. But yeah, so this is the interior of your Highlander. I personally like it. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys are, you know, owners of your own Highlander, even between the old versions and the new one. So even with the older generations, your screen was, if I'm not mistaken, a lot smaller. And these ones are, of course, bigger, but they do tend to come up high a little bit. So there is that as well. But let me know what you guys think. So that is the new 2023 4-cylinder turbo Highlander. I personally like it. It's a great vehicle, great SUV, third row seat. If that's exactly what you guys need, again, it does come in your 8-passenger as well as your 7-passenger. This one specifically is a 7, but you do get an 8-passenger. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, guys. That would be greatly appreciated.